Guys, this is the Realme 16 Pro Plus and I have been using this device for a while now. इस फोन में कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जो मुझे काफी पसंद आई हैं और कुछ ऐसी भी हैं जो आपको इस फोन के बारे में खरीदने से पहले जान लेनी चाहिए। एंड आज के इस वीडियो में हम इन सारी चीजों के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं। मेरा नाम है मोहित एंड आप देख रहे हो Cashify। तो सबसे पहले let's talk about the design and display of this device. First look में you will love this design. It's sleek, aesthetic and feels quite premium to hold. जो इस फोन का बैक पैनल है that is designed using bio-based organic silicon material. एंड ये जो फोन का डिजाइन है that is co-designed with the famous Japanese designer Naoto Fukasawa. जो Realme ब्रांडिंग आपको पहले बॉटम लेफ्ट में वर्टिकली प्लेस देखने को मिलती थी that is now repositioned near the camera module. कैमरा मॉड्यूल की अगर हम बात करें तो बम्प इज नॉट दैट मच एंड जो कैमरा मॉड्यूल है दैट कम्स विद मेटल मिरर प्लेटिंग। अब ये जो मेटल मिरर प्लेटिंग है as soon as you unbox the phone you will love this plating, but फोन को यूज करते करते you will start to notice that this metal plating is quite smudgy. जब भी आपकी फिंगर इस पे लगने वाली है it will catch major smudges and it won't look good unless you clean the camera module. इसके अलावा जो बैक पैनल है it easily catches dirt and dust. ये फोन बिना बैक कवर के यूज करना is going to be hard. You can already see that the bottom part is picking up black dirt. And ये तब है जब मैं फोन को काफी carefully यूज करता हूँ. Besides that, this phone is quite slim. It has 8.49 mm thin profile, weighs 203 grams, has IP69 Pro level rating, and has Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection on front. Sitting on the metallic frame, इस फोन में on the bottom you get a set of speakers, Type-C charging port, a set of microphones, and SIM card tray. On the right side, you get volume rockers and a power button. And on the top, you get a set of microphones and Air Blaster. Air Blaster is quite a useful feature in my opinion, जो कि आपको ज्यादा बजट फ्रेंडली फोन्स में देखने को नहीं मिलता है। On the front, you get a 4D curve plus 6.8-inch 1.5K AMOLED display with up to 144 Hz of refresh rate, 6500 nits peak brightness, HDR10 plus support, 1.07 billion colors, and 4608 Hz PWM dimming. And trust me on this, the display on this device is quite elegant. I didn't face any issues while using the phone's display at all. This phone also has Netflix HDR support, and जो colors हैं इस फोन के they are also quite vibrant. Bezels जो हैं इस फोन के they are quite uniform and इतने ज़्यादा visible नहीं है. Thanks to that 4D curve plus display, आपको content देखने में काफी ज़्यादा मजा आएगा on this device visually. Yes, the phone does have a set of stereo speakers, but honestly, I didn't like them much. It's minor nitpicking, but worth mentioning. Okay, now let's sum up our design and display. फोन के लुक्स जो हैं वो काफी अच्छे हैं, but use this phone with a case, otherwise the back will pick up dirt, जो कि इस फोन के साथ आपको मिलता है. उसके अलावा फोन काफी ज्यादा स्लिम है. We got the Master Gold variant. The Camellia Pink variant is even slimmer, sitting at 8.09 mm thin. Display काफी vibrant, smooth and sharp है. I just loved it. But the speaker could have been better. चलिए अब बात कर लेते हैं about the camera of this device. In the Realme 16 Pro Plus, you get a triple rear camera setup, जिसमें you get a 200 megapixel Samsung HP5 primary sensor, a 50 megapixel telephoto sensor, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor. On the front, you get a 50 megapixel selfie shooter. In the Realme 15 Pro, आपको मिलते थे all 50 megapixel sensors. इस बार they have increased the primary sensor to 200 megapixel and reduced the ultra wide sensor, which is again a pro and a con at the same time. On this device, you can shoot videos up to 4K 60 FPS resolution, and on the primary sensor, you get the Luma color camera. Basically, इसमें आपकी जो फोटोज हैं वो और भी ज्यादा रियलिस्टिक एंड बेटर क्वालिटी की मिलती है. f1.8 aperture and super OIS stabilization. On the telephoto sensor, you get an f2.8 aperture, 10x digital zoom, and super OIS stabilization. On the ultra wide sensor, you get a 115.5 degree field of view, AF autofocus, and wide angle macro as well. On the selfie shooter, you get a 1/2.88 inch sensor and an f.24 aperture. On the normal photo mode, you can go up to 120x zoom digitally, and on the portrait, you can go up to 4x digital zoom. In the portrait mode, you also get different modes with different focal lengths. 5 modes for 5 different focal lengths. 1x for environmental mode, 1.5x for the street mode, 2x for classic mode, 3.5x for headshot mode, and lastly 4x for the close-up mode. One thing to notice that these modes come with pre-applied filters as well, so that you can enjoy shooting beyond normal camera shots. Well, photos की अगर हम particularly बात करें, this phone relies heavily on the AI post processing. जो भी post processing में आपको photos में देखने को मिलती है, that is done beautifully. विद द ल्यूमा कलर जो फोटोज के कलर्स हैं दे आर क्वाइट नेचुरल। डायनेमिक रेंज इज आल्सो वेरी नाइस एंड ओवरऑल पोस्ट प्रोसेसिंग के बाद यू विल fall in love with the photos. The details in the photos are enhanced along with the colors. The selfies on this phone are also quite nice thanks to that 50 megapixel sensor. The details, colors and the overall image are quite sharp. हाँ, थोड़ी सी आपको softening देखने को जरूर मिलेगी, but it's not that much. Details overall compromise नहीं होती है. And here are some photo samples of this phone. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty. Okay. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty. I'm a dirty. वीडियोस की अगर बात करें तो इस फोन की जैसी फोटो क्वालिटी है वो वीडियोस में उतनी अच्छी तरीके से रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होती। एंड हियर आर सम वीडियो सैंपल्स। Make it clap. You wanna go? Although the OIS stabilization is nice, the overall video quality can be improved. Now let's talk about the low light camera performance of this device. Low light में इस फोन का कैमरा decently perform करता है, not so good, not so bad. Also कैमरा में कुछ new AI features भी हैं, like AI Style Me and AI Light Me, which are basically fun tools that you can explore. But it's not for everyday use in my opinion. Once in a while के लिए yes, they are quite usable. Also in the gallery you get instant clip feature, where you can combine your photos and videos into a template-based video. And बिना edit किए you can just simply post it to your Instagram as your memories without wasting much of your time. This is a feature I like more. Now let's sum up the camera quickly. Daylight photos, be it portraits or normal photos, they are quite nice. I am on board with that. But low light photos need improvement. चलिए अब बात कर लेते हैं about the performance of this device. Well, the Realme 16 Pro Plus is powered by the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 processor and जो हमें variant receive हुआ है that has 12GB LPDDR5 RAM which is expandable up to 26GB if you have sufficient space in your device. It has 256GB storage, it has Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth version 5.4. फोन में आपको मिलता है Realme UI 7 and with 3 years of OS updates. The UI experience was quite smooth during my review experience. फोन डे टू डे टास्क इजीली मैनेज कर लेता है, be it scrolling for hours or gaming for hours or binge watching for hours and hours. Before I tell you more about this device performance, here are the benchmark tests that I ran on this device. On Antutu, it scored around 1.43 million. On Wildlife Extreme Stress Test, the best loop score was 2100 with 94.4% stability. Slingshot and Slingshot Extreme were maxed out. And on GFX Bench, CPU, the single core score was 1337 and multi-core score was 4206. I played BGMI for approximately 3 hours on this device and the Realme 16 Pro Plus gave me no issues whatsoever. No heating issues thanks to that airflow VC cooling. You can play BGMI up to Smooth Plus Extreme Plus settings which is 90 FPS and the maximum setting that you can play BGMI on is Ultra HDR Plus Ultra, which is also quite nice. Even in the last circles, the phone didn't stutter at all. And that's what I honestly loved about this device. इसके अलावा, the phone's security, locking and unlocking were also quite smooth, where the Face ID and the fingerprint sensor are both quite fast. चलिए, let's sum up the performance quickly. फोन का जो UI एक्सपीरियंस है that is quite enjoyable and smooth. फोन की परफॉर्मेंस काफी ज्यादा अच्छी है, be it long hours of gaming or day-to-day task management. I was quite happy with the phone's performance overall. चलिए अब बात कर लेते हैं about the battery and charging of this device. Well, the Realme 16 Pro Plus has a massive 7000 mAh Titan battery and it gets 80 watt SuperVOOC charger out of the box. I started the video playback at 10:30 PM with a full battery. Maximum brightness and a 4K video play. 12 घंटे के continuous playback के बाद भी the phone still had 35% battery left, which is quite nice. So approximately आपको मिलने वाला है 17 घंटे का video playback on full brightness. And for my 3-hour gaming session, the phone used about 37% of battery, which will get you around 8 hours of non-stop gaming on a full charge. It almost takes 1 hour to charge from 0 to 100%. I started charging at 2:30 PM with the phone turned off. The phone reached 10% in just 5 minutes of charging. Within the next 22 minutes, it was already at 50%. Then it took roughly 34 minutes to charge the phone completely. Overall, it took 1 hour and 1 minute to juice up the Realme 16 Pro Plus from 0% to 100%. The phone phone did get slight warm during the charging, but it was completely under control. Overall, I love the fact that this phone comes with a 7000 mAh battery and 80-watt SuperVOOC charging, fulfilling both needs, long hours of usage and less time spent charging. इस फोन में 10-watt रिवर्स चार्जिंग और बाईपास चार्जिंग का भी सपोर्ट मिलता है, जिससे कि आप गेमिंग या हेवी यूसेज के दौरान फोन को डायरेक्टली पावर दे सकते हो बिना बैटरी पर अननेसेसरी स्ट्रेस डाले। चलिए अब बात कर लेते हैं अबाउट द प्राइसिंग ऑफ दिस डिवाइस। The Realme 16 Pro Plus will be available in 3 colors: Master Gold, the one we received and reviewed, Master Grey and Camellia Pink, which will be available only in India. ये फोन 3 स्टोरेज वेरिएंट्स में आने वाला है: 8GB RAM, 128GB स्टोरेज, 8GB RAM plus 256GB storage and 12GB RAM plus 256GB storage. This phone will be priced around rupees 40,000, and as soon as we get the official pricing, we'll pin it in the comment section. Now it's time for my verdict. Honestly, I love the design at first impression, and I still do. However, I genuinely wish the camera module didn't attract smudges and the biosilicon back did not pick up dirt. Performance-wise, this phone does the job in every aspect. Camera-wise, it still needs some improvement in video recording. I loved photos produced by this phone, but low light performance and video quality needs improvement. The battery life and charging speed are good and are perfectly suitable for daily usage. Overall, this is a solid mid-range handset that just needs a bit more refinement to become one of the best in its segment. What do you think about this phone? Tell me in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and मैं मिलता हूँ आपको अगले वीडियो में. Till then, take care.